what they say, new year, new you. But Justin Bieber isn't waiting until the new year to make some much needed changes to his life and his image. Hey everyone, it's Susan Morad here with Clevver News, and Justin got direct with his fans on Instagram to apologize for some of his past actions and to try to correct the wrongs that he's made. In a series of Instagram posts, Justin acknowledged that he has done wrong and disappointed his fans in the past and promised to make right the wrongs that he made when he was younger. And who knows, this could be the beginning of a new kind of tour for Justin, maybe an apology tour? The series of posts started with this cartoon photo of a Christmas tree donned with Justin's brand Drew. Nothing out of the usual there, but in the caption, Justin let it all out. He said, "I'm determined this holiday season to take ownership of all my shortcomings and work on them for myself and the ones I love." He also asked people, "What's your goal?" And people shared things like, "To better understand my place in this world." But other people, well, they were less earnest. Some fans said their goal was to hear new Justin Bieber music. And we can do both, you guys. We can anticipate new Justin Bieber music while also giving him space to acknowledge his problematic past and to try to make a change for himself. His series of Instagram posts continued with a text post about an art auction that he and Hailey donated to. They collaborated with a Los Angeles chapter of a national company called Lyft. And no, not the ride-sharing service. As the text post explains, Lyft is a non-profit organization working to break the cycle of poverty for families in low-income communities. They're also joining with Inner City Arts, which uses arts education to positively affect the lives of underserved children. Together, the Biebers, Lyft, and Inner City Arts are throwing an auction, all curated by the Biebers to raise money for families in need this holiday season. That means that you can buy some of Justin and Hailey's personal art collection, all for a good cause. The 3 art piece examples that Justin shared on Instagram are all pretty pricey, so definitely make sure you've got the funds to cover the cost before you start a bidding war with another Belieber. Justin captioned the photo, "Art auction, proceeds to families in need, love the Biebers." And Scooter Braun gave him a bravo. And in the third and final Instagram post of the day, Justin shared a large graphic that reads, "Stand against racism." It might seem like this is coming out of left field, but Justin accompanied the post with an explanation. It reads, "When I was young, I was uneducated and found myself saying really hurtful things, not knowing the power of my words. Racism is still very prevalent, and I want to use my voice to remind we are all human beings and all of equal value before God." Though he didn't necessarily specify which racist and hurtful remark he made in the past, it's likely that he's talking about 2 videos that surfaced a few years ago. Both came to light during the same week of 2014, when Justin was 19 years old. And both were pretty damning for the young pop star during one of the toughest and most rebellious years of his life. Earlier that year, Justin was arrested in Miami and charged with drunk driving, resisting arrest, and driving without a valid license. And just a few months later, 2 videos of Justin making racist remarks were published online. In the first video that was leaked by TMZ and The Sun UK, Justin can be heard making 2 gross and terribly unfunny jokes. I just want to put a trigger warning out there for anyone and everyone watching that the things he said are absolutely not condoned or supported by Clevver News in any way whatsoever. We are simply reporting on the facts and information that is all out there in the public on this. In the first video, you can only hear part of the racist joke and the punchline, "Father's Day." Another unidentified voice off camera can be heard right after saying, "That's just mean," and quote, "That's just straight ignorant." So Justin definitely did have people telling him at the time that these so-called jokes were inappropriate. But that didn't stop him. Justin interrupts his friend to tell another joke, and in his joke, he uses the N-word. Justin was a teenager at the time these videos surfaced. It was during the very beginning of his career when you really couldn't escape hearing "One Less Lonely Girl" anywhere you went. Well, in this video, he remixes his song and sings repeatedly using racial slurs. The video ends with him actually saying something about him and the KKK, and you guys, like I said, I'm reporting on Justin's words, but I actually can't even bring myself to say the things Justin said. It's making me really uncomfortable, but you get where this is going. It's all extremely gross and out of line and really inconceivable. Apparently, according to Justin and his team, he told his mentor Usher and Will Smith about the videos almost immediately after he recorded them. And apparently Usher brought Justin into a room and showed him historically racist videos to drive the point home that what Justin did was certainly not okay. And the videos are especially haunting because Justin is so young in them. When the videos came out in 2014, Justin apologized pretty similar to Tuesday's Instagram post. He said, "As a kid, I didn't understand the power of certain words and how they can hurt. I thought it was okay to repeat hurtful words and jokes, but didn't realize at the time that it wasn't funny and that in fact my actions were continuing the ignorance. Thanks to friends and family, I learned from my mistakes and grew up and apologized for those wrongs. Now that these mistakes from the past have become public, I need to apologize again to all those I have offended. I'm very sorry." He continued by saying, "I take my friendships with people of all cultures very seriously, and I apologize for offending or hurting anyone with my childish and inexcusable mistake. I was a kid then, and I am a man now who knows my responsibility to the world and to not make that mistake again." Now at 25, Justin seems to have found more of a sense of responsibility, and his name has not been in the tabloids for anything too scandalous in quite a while. But some fans were quick to point out that he never actually said sorry in his post about his history of racism. He simply acknowledged that it happened. Others are saying that Justin apologized in the past and doesn't need to say sorry every single time it's brought up again. In 2014, during his initial apology tour, Justin stated, "5 years ago, I made a reckless and immature mistake, and I'm grateful to those close to me who helped me learn those lessons as a young man. Once again, I'm sorry." So now it looks like he's trying to make up for all of his past shortcomings. And truthfully, even a die-hard believer can admit that it's a long list. So I'm curious to see what else Justin does to make up for some of the other wrongdoings he's done before. And we do know a lot of Swifties are also hoping to see that he does something to make up to the times he's bullied Taylor in the past. So the art auction is definitely a good place to start. So right now, you guys, I want to hear what you think about all of this. Can Justin make up for his troubled past? And also, what else do you think he can do to reconcile himself and his reputation? Let me know your thoughts on everything in the comment section below. And while you're down there leaving comments, you guys, please hit that subscribe button if you haven't before, and also hit the bell to be notified the second we post a new Clevver News update. After that, you can catch up on all the news you missed right over here. I'm Susan Morad. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll catch you later because you subscribed. Bye, guys.